There's been a new twist in the long-running saga over the Havana Syndrome, this really mysterious ailment that has afflicted hundreds of members of the intelligence community, military, State Department, etc., since at least 2016, when it was first detected around roughly 24 personnel, just shy of 24 personnel, stationed in Havana, Cuba, in the embassy, and they recounted hearing this bizarre frequency. And then all of a sudden, they had these various symptoms such as dizziness, nausea, hearing loss, memory loss, fatigue. And since then, there's obviously been hundreds of officials that claim to have had a similar experience with somewhat varying differences depending on the exact person, the situation. And it's taken place in an assortment of countries around the world now. And so basically what had happened was, in 2022 and really in 2023, there was this big report from multiple intelligence agencies that concluded it was more likely than not that this Havana Syndrome did not originate with a foreign adversary. But over the weekend, 60 Minutes partnered with Der Spiegel and The Insider and did this big report showcasing all these U.S. officials that have done investigative work on this and have concluded that Russia may have played a role in this. And he specifically pointed to this Russian hit squad, the shadowy squad called Unit 29155, that they believe is playing a role here. They've cited different things such as revelations that one of the workers there got paid a big bonus for this non-lethal acoustic device that was developed. So that goes back to the frequency that people were hearing. We should note that some people that have studied this have concluded that maybe the frequency stemmed from crickets. So there's been a lot of conflicting information here. The other thing in the 60 Minutes report that was talked about was how most of the officials that have been affected tend to be top performing individuals in whatever job they were doing, whether it was in intelligence or the State Department or whatever. And they had a history of some sort that involved Russia. And so that's why they're levying this allegation against the Russians. The Kremlin came out on Monday right after this report was released and vehemently denied it. So a new twist in this saga kind of rekindled old allegations about Russia potentially being a mastermind here. But we still don't really have any definitive, conclusive answers. And we should note that there are some scientists and some people that have looked into this that have been skeptical about whether or not the Havana Syndrome is all one thing, that perhaps it could be different individuals stationed in one place were exposed to something and in a group elsewhere was exposed to something, and that it's not an overlapping phenomenon. But the intelligence community is still investigating, and we'll keep you posted when we learn more.